Interstitial space. All these idiosyncrasies, all these divides in you, complex equations. I try to understand them and I fail every time.
Exchange of Fire, what a gorgeously shot queer story this is. I love the use of language in it, specifically how the title weaves into the dialogue is so beautiful and touching and really speaks to the fiery passion of queerness and how that fiery glow can kind of grow within until it is finally expressed. There is such a liberation to this piece. It is heavy in all of the right ways and it's just gorgeous to look at. Really beautifully done.
In this short exchange of fire, I really love the deep connection between the two dancers and some of their movements, like when she's doing the same repeated movement over and over, uncontrollably, or when they would kind of move together almost like one, but also uncontrollably. I think the illusion of that was really cool, and it was kind of like the physical embodiment of what fire looks like, and kind of the way their fires intermingle together and they like put each other out and light each other up and all that. I think it was really beautiful to watch.
This poem is quite intense because it's all about lust, which seems like of a doomed relationship where they feel like they could just live on the heat of a relationship, the fire of a relationship. Seems like it's just a fantasy for the girl with longer hair. And I also like that it's kind of polar opposites, where one is erratic and the other's kind of calm. And they kind of want to tame each other, douse the flame of the other. It's kind of nice that way, where it's each other, where it also shows what the imagination can do, where you're looking at another from a distance, where you can just imagine how they would be. And that's how it kind of starts from the beginning and the end of the girl with the longer hair, where it kind of just goes into her fantasy of what she's thinking with the girl with the short hair, or the bald head, I guess, where she's going into her fantasy of what she thinks that relationship would be like, where she thinks it would be one of heat and fire, and she lets her imagination go away with her. And her whole poem and dance is around that, where it's based purely on something that's in her head. And it's whether it's something that's already happened, as this other girl in the pants is walking away from her. We don't know if this has happened and she's reliving an experience in the past, or if it's something she's fantasizing about. But the intensity of the poem is there, the beat for beat, as she's going, as the intensity builds, as the heat builds on the screen, and you can feel it through it, but you can tell that it's something that she's feeling inside of herself. It's something that's not really being vocalized out, spoken in words to each other. It's through longing looks, it's through touch, it's through everything that they're doing with each other. And then at the end, when it goes back to her laying in a meadow, it gives the illusion of a fantasy, a daydream, as she thinks about this. And it kind of gives the idea that, oh, is she too cowardly to approach the other girl, or is she longing for her? Is this something that's already happened? Only the poet knows, and the filmmaker knows. It's something that they only know, but it's still there, in the way it was depicted on the screen was really well done.
This was a really just emotionally compelling piece. Uh, just the sort of rawness of it, the semi nakedness of it in nature. Just two people grasping at each other. The way that was all choreographed and filmed, I thought was done with a lot of intention and really smartly done. And overall, I really enjoyed this piece.
Exchange of Fire. I liked that the opening shot and the end shot were very similar, if not the same, with this person looking back. I thought the performances were well done. They were very emotional, and the body movements were well done, and the choreography felt very natural. And I thought the music choices were very appropriate for this. And this poem was very nice, and the nice lighting and the nice narration. I thought everything was just very nicely put together, and it went very well together. So great job.